Oh my goodness, look what's going on here. As Bill Cosby would say, Ubisoft has officially delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025. I'm shocked. Anyway, let's cue up the music and we'll talk about it. So, there's been a lot going on with Assassin's Creed lately. Oh my god, this whole new Shadows game, since the moment it was announced and the first trailer dropped, it has been getting dumped on left and right for a variety of reasons. From the big black protagonist character, Yasuke, being the focus of the story in a feudal Japan setting, which is about the stupidest, most pandering thing I've ever heard to stolen art, designs, misrepresentation of buildings from different eras or different locations, just all kinds of bad stuff. Rap music playing while Yasuke's fighting. I mean, it's just, the list goes on. And even more lately, there's a little figurine that's being released, and it's got I forget what the thing is called, but there's only one in existence that they know of in Japan, and it's outside of where the bombs fell during World War II, Nagasaki, and that's the only one known in existence, and it's just considered in poor taste. It would be maybe like, Spider-Man hanging from the busted up 9/11 towers. I don't know, just to put it in perspective. But let's read this article and talk about what's going on here. So Ubisoft announced ahead of its upcoming investors call that it's delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025. I did not expect this late in the game, but Ubisoft has done this before. In a document updating its financial targets for financial year 24-25, Ubisoft announced Assassin's Creed Shadows will now be released on February 14th, 2025. Aw, it's going to be on Valentine's Day. How sweet. The company explained while the game is feature complete, the learnings from Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to further polish the title. This will enable the biggest entry in the franchise to fully deliver on its ambition, notably by fulfilling the promise of our dual protagonist adventure with Naoi and Yasuke, bringing two different gameplay styles. So you guys you didn't know ahead of... So Ubisoft acts like this is their first year in business, right? And they're like, oh wow, we accidentally released an unfinished game with Outlaws and it needs a lot of polish and all that because it's still so rough around the edges. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize we would have a negative impact because of it. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should delay this next game. Yeah, guys, maybe we should have done that from the start. Gaming developer, these companies have gotten lazy throughout the years. And I don't know why their idea of what is acceptable and what isn't has changed so much. Just imagine if other things were like that. Hey, you can go ahead and buy the house. We built this house and you can buy it. Don't worry, we're going to add the bathrooms in after you move in. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful new car. It's wonderful. You can take it home today. Yeah, no problem. Brakes, give us about 3 weeks and we'll have brakes added to it. And then later on next year, we're going to put tires on it. But you got to pay a little extra for that. That's the way gaming has become. It's absolutely ridiculous. The company concluded this game will mark the return of our new releases on Steam day one. That'll be interesting because I don't think you could see Star Wars Outlaws on Steam, if I remember right. In an official post to the company's X account, Ubisoft's Mark Alexis Cote elaborated, Assassin's Creed Shadows is a dream project for us, finally bringing the series to feudal Japan with many features developed with our community in mind, except for the protagonist, such as parkour or renewed stealth brought by new technology, all set in a beautiful and immersive world. This is an ambitious addition to the franchise, a rich experience that can be lived through the eyes of two unique protagonists, but we realize we need more time to polish and refine the experience, pushing further some of our key features. As such, we've made the decision to postpone the release date to February 14th, 2025. The game will release on a broad range of platforms, including Steam at launch. Additionally, pre-orders will be refunded, and all future pre-orders will be granted the first expansion for free, he continued. So now they're trying to give away some stuff to make up. They must have had some really bad pre-order numbers to do all this. They're refunding all of them, so there is a percentage like me. I pre-ordered Skull and Bones. I know, I'm part of the problem. But this was several years ago, right? Because I really wanted this game. I was going to do a lot on the channel with it, on building the ships and going out there with a couple buddies and trolling people and, just picking on people in combat and all that. Just having some fun in PvP and all that. Then the game got delayed, and I pre-ordered it a second time, and it got delayed that second time on the PlayStation Store, and it got refunded a second time. And after that second time, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not pre-ordering this game a third time. I'm going to wait for it to come out, and I'm going to see what's going on, because it's having a lot of problems, and I'm really glad that it got delayed and I got my money back on that twice. Because, I would have played the game and given it a shot and all that, and I'm sure I would have enjoyed it to some degree, but it never would have lived up to my expectations for it and what I wanted from it, So I guarantee you that. Anyway, Cote added, we understand this decision will come as disappointing news. Not really, man. I'm going to be able to make a lot more videos between November and February. Especially to those who've been waiting patiently for an Assassin's Creed game inspired by feudal Japan, but we sincerely believe that this is in the best interest of the game and ultimately your experience as a player. Rest assured, we're looking forward to the moment you will embark on a memorable adventure with Naoi and Yusuke. Until then, we thank you for your ongoing support, he concluded. So I wonder what's going on here. I guess maybe maybe the game's in such rough shape, that they just can't get it together here in these last couple months and they're running out of time. I don't know. Maybe the pre-orders are bad, so they're going to kind of go back to marketing and try a different approach with the marketing. They're not going to change anything major. We're not going to see Yusuke gone and a real Japanese protagonist inserted. That's probably not enough time for that. Maybe there is. I don't know. How hard is it to change the model of one character to another and then put him on all the movements? I honestly don't know. I don't program. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So it sounds like it would be a huge undertaking that would probably take a long time, especially for the main protagonist. Anyway, this confirms speculation from Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming that Ubisoft was planning to delay the game after it pulled out of the Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, that was just a couple days ago when they pulled out of that. The official Ubisoft Japan account announced on X that it was pulling out of the Tokyo Game Show. A translation via X user Prairie Fox states, to our community members, regarding our planned online participation in Tokyo Game Show 2024, scheduled for September 26th at 1500, we regret to inform you that we had to cancel our exhibition due to various circumstances. We will continue to carry out the official streaming commemorative present campaign that is currently underway. The company then added, we apologize for this last minute notice. To those of us who were looking forward to the stream, we express our heartfelt apologies. Anyway, following the announcement, Tom Henderson at Insider Gaming reported that various sources informed him that the Assassin's Creed Shadows press previews were scheduled to take place next week, and the embargo date for the previews would be announced then. Then he shared, at the time of the writing, Assassin's Creed Shadows is still scheduled to release on November 12th. However, the recent announcements may suggest that the game might be delayed. So yeah, February 2025. That doesn't mean it's coming out February 2025. They did a very similar thing to Skull and Bones. I don't remember the exact dates and all that, but I remember it went from a few months to a much longer period on the second delay. So there is a chance here that we won't see Assassin's Creed Shadows until late 2025, maybe even beyond. Now, Ubisoft's not canceling the game. I can guarantee that. If anybody's out there going, yeah, win, they're going to cancel the game. No, they're not. They're not changing the protagonist. They're not making any major changes on it. What they're going to do is try to get this game in the best shape possible so that when it does release, in addition to all the controversy surrounding the game, they're not also going to have a mountain of bugs to contend with and disgruntled players pissed off because things aren't working properly and all kinds of YouTube videos popping up immediately upon release just crapping all over the game because the gameplay sucks. It's not refined properly, the game's out of balance, it's buggy, it's crashing, whatever. They're going to try and get all of that stuff polished up and cleaned up before the game releases for mass consumption. And that's probably it, honestly. It's funny. You know, we were getting really, really close. You know, they kind of waited a long time to do this, but makes me wonder how long they've been planning it, or if this was just kind of like a spur of the moment thing in the last few weeks. Like they finally came to a realization that, oh boy, we better do something different because we're in trouble. 2 big fails for 2024. This will prevent them from getting a third for 2024, but it could give an early 2025 fail to the studio. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you surprised by this? Do you think they'll make the Valentine's Day deadline in February? Do you think it's going to get delayed even further beyond that? I don't know. Be curious on your thoughts. As always, I'm Cat to Beefy with the Game Vault. Thanks for watching today. If you haven't done so, please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. I will see you next time. Until then, peace.